rotate device. I'm telling you, this device, now we're on horizontal instead of vertical. I don't know. Never mind. It is what it is. So here we are. And of course it's gonna do this to me. What is wrong with this thing? It's sideways. I love what it does. It's really a horrible thing. My lives are just horrible. Anyway, I may not be able because it's sideways. Glenn, hi, nice to see you. Violets and roses, hi there. How is everybody tonight? Or today, or whatever. Glenn was the first one. Glenn, you were first. Hi, Iris, how are you? Marley saying hello. And it made me, I set it for horizontal, but I'm vertical. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just getting confused. CW Style, hi. Tamara. I'm just taking naps every day. This is ridiculous. I sleep so much. I sleep an awful lot, guys. I'm working on a lot of videos. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Jean. How are you? Julia. I think it's Julia. No, it's Janice. Hi, Janice. The Turners. Hi, Becky. Not Becky. Hi, how are you? Yeah, I need my nap. That's what I need. Teresa. So, nap time. Anyway, we're going to, I have a lot to show you guys today. Some interesting stuff. I am trying to build a solar unit. I do have to tell you that it's pretty strange. It's making me really nervous. Okay, so I have Diane and Carla and Vicky. So I'm going to show you this. I'm hoping you can see this. So this is a schematic of how to put your system together, okay? Great. Hi, Suka. You are sideways. See, it's telling me, that's what I thought. No, see, it won't let me do it. It's just getting ridiculous. This is just getting ridiculous. I don't know what it's doing. Guys, I'm going to get out of here and come right back. I'll be right back. Here I am, but it's not letting me do anything. I don't know what it's doing. Can you see me? If you can, you're not sideways. Somebody said I was sideways. I'm not. Stay there. Oh, for goodness sakes. Somebody said I was sideways. I am sideways. I'm not sideways. Am I okay here? You're upright now, Lindy. What does that mean, upright? What does that mean? Stay here. Okay, stay here. Okay, it says I'm not supposed to. It says orientation is locked, rotate device back. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, I'm good. You guys can see me. So I'm going to show you this. And this shows you how to build your system. So I got an inverter, Vivor, that was sent to me for free. I bought a battery, a LiPo 4 battery for $126. They're normally $500 to $800. I don't know how good this battery is, but it came with a charger, an MPPT charger. Anyway, I don't want to get all confused. And so I connected the inverter to the battery. Perfect. Worked perfect. I can run the inverter with the battery, and I can run, it's a 2500 watt inverter, so I can run my 800 watt air fryer. I can run Just about everything I have. I can even run a microwave. I have one, but I didn't bring it in because it's only 1200 watts. So I can run everything. The problem is this. I was going to put the charger from the solar panels and attach that on, and it looks like I can't do that unless I take everything off. You're supposed to put the charging unit on first, then the inverter, the little rings. So I have to take it all apart and do it all over again. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, I have a mess on my hands because every time I try, so supposedly one place says connect your positive first and then your negative. I did that with the inverter. When you disconnect the negative first, then the positive. But these instructions say connect the charge controller to your batteries first. Screw in the negative lead first, and then the positive when you're connecting. Good. Okay. Mythical Nomad. Okay. So, this is in reverse of everything that I've read. And first I'm supposed to put the charger on. Then I put the rings for the inverters. My problem is the charger I have doesn't have rings on it. It has battery connectors. So now I have to take those off, bare the wires, and put rings on those. It's very complicated. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run the battery off the inverter. And then when I need to charge it, I'm just going to take the rings off of the inverter until I have time to rewire, put rings on. I have all kinds of stuff. It was supposed to be so easy. I just got, I think, the wrong charger. Whatever. I may order another one. I don't know. Whatever. So, you'll be a pro after you finish. I think so. Now, the fuses are a whole nother ballgame. This does discuss the fuses. Everybody discusses the fuses, but nobody tells you how to put the fuse on. So I'm thinking, again, I got to bare wires and plug. I don't know. I haven't even got there yet because I'm only running one battery. The fuses I got were 40 amp fuses. So the one battery isn't going to do anything. It's, but bigger than that, then yeah, I think you need fuses. So now I have to figure out I got the fuses. 40 amp should cover everything, but I don't know how to put them on the wiring. So I'm researching, trying to find out. Hi, True North Skies. What I have to do for that. Now, I had a wooden crate, so I put the inverter. The inverter is bigger than the battery. And the inverters you can get 1500, 2500, 3500, 4500 on up. This was a 2500. It's bigger than the battery. I got a mini battery, 100 amp, 1280 watts. I'm going to be walking you guys through all of this because if I figure all of this out, you're going to see it step by step. Trust me. This is, because this is really not cheaper other than that battery. This is not, if you have to buy the charger, the inverter, the batteries, the wiring, the rings, all of this stuff is more expensive than just going out and buying a generator. Those generators are coming out really, really cheap. So I thought, but the way I've done it is I got the inverter free, I got the charger free, I got the solar panels free. I only paid $126 for a battery. I can buy 6 batteries and have 7,500 watts for less than the cost of one Battleborn battery. And Battleborn is the best on the market, but all of these are very similar. So again, this is a project and a half. And in the meantime, I'm going back and forth to the doctors, to VA, and then my regular doctors, and this one can't get blood, and that one can't get blood. Twice now, nobody's been able to get blood, 2 different offices. So I'm like flooding myself with water. Nothing's working. So I've had this a long time. I bought this last year. I've never used it because I'm scared. And the reason I'm scared is this is an EverStart power inverter. And I did put a tag to show you guys. It's under $40. It's 400 watts. And all you do is plug it into your cigarette lighter. And you have, I believe, 4 units. Well, let's pull it out. Oh, everything's falling. Oh. Everything's falling everywhere. Well, I got this. You can tell I haven't taken it out. So it plugs into your cigarette lighter. Okay. And then you have 2 AC units and 2 USB units, okay? This is 400 watts for $39.43 plus tax, around $40. If you're using this, you're pulling 400 watts out of your battery, your car battery. How long is that battery going to last? 400 watts. 3 hours. So then now you have a dead battery in your car. So I didn't know if it was going to be really valuable. If you used this when you're driving, you wouldn't have a problem because you would be continually recharging your battery. Now, you've got the DC to DC alternator chargers. Ugh. You know what? There's so much that they're coming up with. Some people just charge their batteries from their alternator on their car, and then they use that battery all night. They don't have a lot. You know, maybe some people do. I mean, do any of you, how do you charge your batteries? I charge mine from the solar and from AC, or from each other, because I have a 2500 watt OOPS and a 2000 watt Blue Eddy in the van right now, plus this sucker. And what I do is because the OOPS charge is fast charging and it charges in an hour, I charge that, and then if I'm sitting there, I'll charge the Blue Eddy too, but Blue Eddy takes 3 to 4 hours to charge to 100%. I then turn around after I've charged the OOPS to 100%. Then when I go, I start charging the Blue Eddy from the OOPS. I plug in, turn on the AC on the OOPS, and then I charge from there. So there's so many ways to have solar in your car, ways to cook or have lighting. This bothers me because if people don't pay attention and they don't unplug it, they'll kill their battery. And then how many newbies have a battery power pack to recharge their battery really well? I mean, I did because, I had battery problems. And Clouds in the Sky, is that her name? Beth, I've been trying to, I've talked to Beth before. I met Beth before. I don't know what she has, but she has battery problems. And what I was telling her, and I think you guys have been with me, or were with me, when I started having my battery problems. My battery problems were because I got a new battery. The posts were too short on the old battery. So they didn't put new posts in. They put these posts in. I can't remember what. Anyway, the posts were too short. So as I drive along, then the negative would come disconnected. And the mechanic that I had at the time who discovered this, they just kept telling me there's nothing wrong with your battery. They're testing, nothing wrong. And there wasn't. It was the post connection. And what this mechanic showed me was, if we get under the hood, I'm always under the hood. Trust me, I want to understand everything they're doing. He goes, let me show you something. And he took the cables to the negative side and they moved. The positive side, no, you couldn't budge them. The negative moved. It goes, this is your problem. It's disconnecting. And then it'll connect and then it'll disconnect. I just shook it and it connected and my car started. So I bought for $5 longer posts, and they put the post on for me for free and reconnected the battery when I bought those. So I told Beth, because she's having a battery problem, but they say her battery is fine, that she should do that. Look at the post, see if she can jiggle if you can jiggle those wires, it's the connection problem and not the battery. Just, I don't know if you guys knew that. I know women don't know that, but if you're having battery problems and they keep telling you your battery's okay, that's where the problem is. And you might need longer, what do you call it? I just called it something. You know what, terminals? I think terminal. You might need to have those screwed in. It's a $5 fix is what it is. And the guys who sell it to you, they'll just put them in for you. I mean, it's a $5, 5-minute fix. So I just thought I'd tell you about that as well. Miss Marley likes her new food, huh, Marley? Come up and say hello. Come on, you have to say hello to everybody. So here's Miss Marley. I told you guys, we have a pity party. We have begun having a pity party every day. And the pity is for poor Miss Marley. She has such a horrendous life living in a van. Don't you? Yeah, I know it's horrible, isn't it? Yes. So this is what she does. And I give her all the pity she needs. How pitiful it is, how rough her life is. It's just, yeah, I know. It's bad, isn't it? Yeah, I know. It's just as bad as it can be. Yeah, you're with me 24/7. You go in stores. Yeah, everything's just pitiful, huh? So, can you see this pitiful face? So we do have pity parties every single morning. After we go to the bathroom, we get in the van, we want to sit in Mom's lap. And Mom gives us a pity party. How terrible our life is. She likes her dog food. Doesn't like the celery. So this next time, I've gotten so much advice on everybody's different recipes. I'm going to try out some recipes. I'm just going everywhere, aren't I? And I need to see what's going on here. Comments. I'm going to start trying out different recipes. We're on the last, she's got her last bit of dog food that I cooked, and then I'll cook some more again. But I did get that video I showed you, the meat, that 90% 10, that 90-10. I had 2 packages at 50% off, $8.53 or something each package. And then I went to Grocery Outlet, and they had packages of the same thing, 1-pound packages, and they were $3 off. So I got $2.49 each. So I got 2 pounds for $5. All of a sudden, hamburger meat. I had 2, 4, 6, almost 7 pounds of hamburger meat. I cooked it all and froze it. So now I'm fixing spaghetti, and then I'll pot of spaghetti, and I'll get so many meals out of that. So let me see what's going on. Melody, hi. If you have an 800 number, call them. They may be able to explain similar. Yeah, I've been on Will Prowse. I've watched his for years. I really thought I understood it. The only thought I had was the fuses. I really thought I understood it. But when I go to connect, I should have put the chargers on first, which means a rewiring, and then the inverters. I think that's my big problem, because every time I touch the negative after I've put the battery connection on the positive, which it says I'm supposed to be doing when you connect, I go to touch the negative and it sparks, and I just freak out, so. Hi, Elsa. Prayers for guidance. Yeah, I need all the prayers I can get. It will turn out. I will figure it out, Jason's just as afraid as I am of electricity, so, it's got to be perfect. I'm really being careful. I hate it when no one sends the detail. The instructions are so poorly written. You have to remember these are all Chinese companies, and the language isn't, there's barriers there, of understanding on the language. Many times the instructions are so crazy. I'm like looking at what are you talking about? Like they'll go, don't put it on the bolt. This one says, don't put it on the bolt, put it on the post. Well, the post is the bolt, that screws into the battery. What are you talking about? So I unscrew the bolt and get to the screw in and then put it on that. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I just keep rereading it. Oh my goodness. Fine, handsome fella to fix it for you. Yeah, Ken's nowhere around. He was good looking. Everybody says he was. Hi, Teresa. Ask Bob if there's a solar guru who lives near you. Those solar gurus, I gotta tell you, they try to, not everybody, but from what I've run into, they talk over your head. They don't like being questioned. Now, maybe there's somebody who is, worthwhile talking to, but I haven't had great experiences with these guys about solar because they're so, solar. Um, no, I think I'm going to figure it out myself. I always learn the hard way. I may shock myself to death. Oh, well, quick death. Carl, anything on YouTube? Yes, there's quite a bit on YouTube, and I've done about 3 videos. I'll probably be going through about 20 videos before I get done. I wish I knew how to help. I totally understand the frustrations. Yeah, True North. Because the instructions are so different from place to place to place. I know connect and disconnect, and now all of a sudden I've seen this, and this is opposite of what I've been reading, so we'll see. More power to you. I'll stick with my jackeries. Yeah. Well, I have my Oops and my Blue Eddies and my Allpowers. I do have, this is just something I wanted to do because this would be, for my tiny house, if I could get 6 batteries, I could build one heck of a system that would run my whole tiny house. It's really why I'm doing it. Number one, I want to know how to do it. I want to understand all of it, including the fuses, the connections, the wire grade, the size of the wiring. I really want to understand everything. And I've got some of it down, but not all of it, the way it all interworks together. So I think once you've built a system, you can do anything. Once you build your own system, I think your understanding is better, even with the generators, on how they work. Because if something goes wrong with the generator, you have to replace the whole generator. Now, Mike says to me, Get Lost Mike, oh, Lindy, you can take that apart. You can take the parts out. I said, oh, please. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not opening a generator, okay, and replacing parts. That's not me. But this I could do because I built it. So I built my own generator. And if all I needed was a new battery, then it would be simple and cheap to do. So there's a lot of pros and cons and everything. I want the knowledge more than anything else. I want the knowledge. I want it to work. And I want to be able to explain and help other people with it. So, and particularly women that are starting out, maybe they don't have a lot, So we'll see. Yeah, I wouldn't buy Jackery, Jean. I want to tell you right now, you mentioned the one product I will not buy. Not that it isn't a good product, because it is. It is proprietary, which means they can charge anything they want for their panels. You have to use their panels, their thing. Otherwise, you have to figure out how to get around it. I will not buy a Jackery. It's just too much money, and I'm never going to tell anybody to buy a Jackery. I'm not against it. It's an excellent product. If you have one already, great. But you are stuck paying their prices. You can get cheaper panels, cheaper everything, if you have any other product that is not proprietary. But they are proprietary, and I just don't believe in that. I think that you need to be able to have different people at different prices. Just wanted to say hi, but need to go. Okay, we'll see you later, Turners. Hi, Vons. How are you? Made it, but might leave suddenly. Okay, Vons, no problem. No problem. Iris is here. Good night, Turners. Camera. Maybe try reaching out to Pascal with Tiny Camper. He's in California, too. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Maybe by reaching out to Pascal with Tiny Campers. Yeah, I read that. That's two. Okay, so everybody's saying hello to everybody. I always have them get blood from the back of my hand. No, Jean, the back of my hand, they did that on the last surgery. They've always used the back of my hand. That all the veins in my hand have collapsed. So they can no longer get it in the back of my hand. That's normally where they would get it, or the arm, but all my veins simply have collapsed all through everywhere. I mean, yeah, that last surgery kind of collapsed my veins. So at this point, I've had now 6 different people try with no success. We'll see. We'll see. It'll work. It'll work. So everybody's saying hello. Won't anything that plugs into the cigarette light drain? Eventually. It depends. True North, it will eventually drain the battery if you leave it on after you shut the car off. But it depends on how big it is. Is it 5 watts or is it 400 watts? It's the watts is pulling out of that battery. Yeah. So that's where the problem lies. I mean, I leave my cigarette plug in, where I can leave my phone in, or I now have not a microphone, what's it called? A speaker that I connect to my Bluetooth so I can hear my phone, because the sound on my phone is just dying out. So now I have a speaker. I leave that plugged in all night. It pulls 3 watts. It's not going to damage. It's the number of watts you're pulling over a length of time. So, and I always move my car and charge my car, start my car every day 3 or 4 times, because I'm constantly moving. I'll park in one place and then I'll move to another. I'll move to the park where Marley gets to run, and we go out and we play on the park. And then I'll move to I move to 4 to 5 different places all day long. So, I'm not worried about draining my battery. Again, my problem is I have 2 cigarette lighters in this van. And the first one I tried doing, and I think it wasn't an Allpowers. It was a different band, small solar generator. And it had a cigarette lighter charged to it. So I thought I would charge it. It blew the fuse. Blew the fuse in the cigarette lighter. So one of my cigarette lighters doesn't work, and I need to put a fuse in it. The other one does, and I don't want to blow the second one, so I don't mind. If I have 2 working, not a problem. I'll experiment on one, but I won't experiment when one's not working. I just have to change the fuse. That's another project. I do know where it's at. I just have to get to it and do what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah. And there's Patty. Hi, Patty. How are you? Same here. Back of the hand. Yeah, with a butterfly. Yeah. Not even with a butterfly. Everything has collapsed. I used to have a really good vein here, but this heart surgery, I guess it was in there so many hours, the whole vein is collapsed and they can't get anything. I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see. They'll just keep trying. Find someone who has one. One what, hun? I'm not sure. You mean the battery? Or they've built their own? I would love to meet Will Prowse. I may just comment to him and tell him, this poor little old lady's trying to put this together. Have you got suggestions? I have quite a few questions. I would think charging off the alternator would wear it out. True North, I don't know, because all these people are using them. There's tons of them. Donna uses one. I mean, they're always telling me, oh, Lindy, you need to just get this and this will charge. Hi, Mary. And I haven't done it. I mean, I can't afford to do every single thing, So everything costs money. No matter what you do, everything costs money. And I try to be as cheap as I can. And my solar units work just fine. I don't need it. I don't need to do that. I have 400 watts on my ceiling that I feed, and that keeps the Blue Eddy going all day long. And the oops, when I get ready, I can switch it to the oops. I just don't. Okay. I use one of those. It's a 1500 watt. I use it with my heating pad, 50 watt. Okay, so you have a heat. That's what I told Beth to check this out. Now, it doesn't do anything to your battery, the 1500 watt. Well, it's only using 50 watts. And your night is how many hours? I go to bed like at 8 or 9 o'clock at night. and then 12 hours is before I start getting sun or anything. So that would be 600 watts. I don't know. I'm just throwing out possible problems. I don't want to give advice to someone and say, "Oh, buy one of these. They're really cheap." And then see that they've ruined their battery and they're stuck in nowhere land with no battery charger. I'm very concerned about that. So I try to show all the possible problems as well. But yeah, I was telling her if she had a heated throw, that would last all night long. Crazy that in a place like the U.S. that older people have to live like this. Um, Andrew, we really don't need to go there. Lots of comments about that. I enjoy what I'm doing. I like being in my van. This is my life. So please, please, please. Hi, Dodge City. Hi, Chris. I charge mine while driving or with portable solar panels. Yeah, every now and then I book a campsite and charge there. Yeah, I have portable solar panels as Vicky. Well, you've camped with me, as well as the 400 watts on the wall. I mean, I have a lot of suitcases, so. Hi, Susie. Is the van city life really as widespread? Oh, absolutely. It is bigger than you've ever thought. And people don't really get it. There are not just seniors. I've met a young couple in their 20s living in a car. I gave them a couple of things, a refrigerator and something else, I can't remember. If you see all the interviews of all these people, these are all new people, never been interviewed. Most of them never been interviewed. Daily. From what I understood, and I just read this. I don't know if it's true. Right now, around 3 million people are living in a vehicle in the United States, and it's increasing every day. The rents are outrageous. People can't afford the rent. And by the way, I'm doing a video right now on how much it costs to live in the van. So it'll be a little different. Yeah, I'm just letting you know how much I'm spending per month living in my van. I could have never, barely had food if I'd have stayed in the apartment at the prices it was going up. Yeah, Beth from Clouds and Sky. Yeah, I've been talking. I met Beth out there when I was just there. I think it was February, and helped her out with her car and her tire and stuff. Everybody's talking to each other. Please support the channel with a thumbs up. Thank you so much, Iris. The other thing is, I do want to thank all my members for supporting me. Everybody who subscribes is supporting me. Everybody who views my videos, makes a comment, likes, shares, that is support. You don't have to give me money. Just watching my videos, hitting the like button, sharing it, and making a comment. That's the support I need. And that allows me to make money off of ads. And that's really where most of the money comes from. And I appreciate everything that everybody does, but I'm just telling you, you don't have to give me money. Just viewing for free and subscribing. That's good support. Just view my videos. Yeah, True North. It's really, I'm telling you guys, hi Beth. I don't put anything into the car battery. Thanks for helping. Okay. Yeah, Beth, I have a problem with that too. I really do. I bought it thinking, okay, you're going to try it. And I won't even try it. But some people do. Vaughn's just says she does, and she heats up her. But what I just did, Beth, with the $126 battery and even a smaller inverter, I think 1,500 inverter is like $150. For like $300, you could have enough to heat up your throw. Those throws pretty nice, and they're on sale right now at Walmart. They're getting rid of them because summer's coming. Monica, hi, how are you? You take care too, Monica. There's Janice. Everybody's saying hello. I'm going to try that. Try what I'm doing? This battery? Yeah, I mean, it's just you just need the inverter and the battery. And I'll send you the link for the battery. I don't know if it's still $126, but it's 1280 watts. You can run just about anything on it and just get a big enough inverter. That's all. And you don't need the 2500 inverter, 1500 to work. Even with a microwave, you could run a microwave with this because you're only running it for a few minutes. So you're not using the whole 1200 watts. You're using a portion of the 1200 watts. Oh yeah, we're getting into tripping. Hi. There's Carla. Everybody's saying hello. Oh yeah, Marley, she is, yeah, her pity parties or something else. Clean battery post with a battery cleaning tool may help also. I'll try that, Jean. This was a brand new battery and I took the plastic off, so I was hoping it would be, clean. But I can try. I will try anything as long as I don't kill myself through shocking myself. That's what I'm worried about. You're welcome, Shadow. You're welcome. I'm trying, solar is so scary to many people, particularly older women. Hi, Tree. Particularly to older women. We're scared to death if these are things we've never dealt with. And the generators are the smartest move. However, some of them are pretty expensive. And then you have to have panels for the generators. Unless you plug it into a cigarette lighter and you charge it when you're driving. I mean, there's so many ways to charge it. Panels to me are the easiest way. You don't have to worry, put them on your roof, plug them in, and that's it. But there's so many ways to do this. So many ways. And I don't think any one of the ways is incorrect. It's what you can live with, how much room you have. Beth has a car. So she does not have a lot of room. Now, I already had a wooden crate, and on the outside of the crate, I screwed in the inverter, and I put the battery inside the crate, and then I had a cutting board I put on the top, and I'm putting hinges on the side so I can lift up the cutting board, and I can cook on it. I'm covering with plastic. So if anything drips, I can do a lot of things on it. It's not wasted space, and the battery is hidden, and the alternator's right there. So I'm trying to get this done. I've got that portion of it done. What I've done and how I work it, I've got that done. But there's so much to think about. Everybody's saying they love you, Marley. Marley. Everybody's saying they love you. Do you want to say hello back? You want to love everybody back? Oh, she's like waking up. Okay, I'm bothering her. Okay, let's see. Here's more. Hi, Janet. Oh yeah, Miss Marley. Huh? Yep, she's got her vet appointment next April the 7th. We're gonna have a vet. We're gonna catch up on shots. We're gonna do all kinds of things. So she's got her doctor's appointments too. They need to loosen the screws on us. Yes. Earth Angel, hi, looking fantastic. Thank you so much. Naomi, hi, how are you? Both of you are new. YouTube has many classes. Yes, and I am taking them, Diane. I'm going to different ones, but I really like Will Prowse. His earlier ones that he did were very simple. He's bought a house and he's complicated everything. I need to go back to his really early ones that I watched a few years back. And they were very simple. I mean, I have the schematic to do it. I have several. I just, yeah. Remember 77 going on 78 in July. Yeah. So simple is the best for me. Oh, violets and roses. Thank you so much. Let me get the pickle. Where is it? I just had the pickle. Oh, here's the pickle. Thank you so much. This is for violets and roses. Thank you. My yodeling pickle to thank people when they give me a super thanks. Okay, tremendous windstorm. Starlink dish just went flying back on. Oh my goodness, so you're driving with, was it on top? Yeah, or do you sitting and the wind just took it? Yeah, I like that mini Starlink, but I don't want to pay I'm just not going to pay $600 or $700 for a one-time fee and then, $40 or $50 a month. Yeah, I mean, I think we really have to look at our finances and our budget. I don't really have that kind of money. So, since I'm in the city, I really don't need a Starlink. I only need it when I'm outside the city and I'm out in the desert, and most of the time I don't need it then. So, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. There's Mary. Frugal Mom, hi. Mary must be in Arizona. Oh, it was Mary. She probably is. Are you still in Arizona, Mary? Hi, Elizabeth. Late to the party. No, you're not too late. We still have 10, 15 minutes. Uh, yeah. I may need to leave suddenly. Thanks for letting us know, Vons. That's okay. Uh, there's a lot of moderators here, Vons. I never want anybody to feel obligated or, that they have to be here. But I do thank all of my moderators for being here, for helping me, and, just protecting me, keeping me safe. Uh, yes, I'd like to find a tiny house village somewhere near in Northern California. We're in, okay, so you guys can get to see each other. That's Mary and yeah. I always attach negative first and careful not to touch both wires at once with bare hands. Oh yeah, I put gloves on. I have rubber on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm scared to death of being shocked. And when you connect the positive wire, be careful that Reggie screwdriver, be careful tool doesn't touch. Oh, okay. Touch what? I use my hands to screw the thing back on. I don't use tools. Yeah. Edgewood here. Okay. Everybody's telling each other where they are. New Mexico. MC, hi. Renergy sells a book about solar. Do they? Then I need to get it. Because I'm constantly forgetting. Forgetting. Yes, forgetting a lot of things. Forgetting a lot of things. I went in to get my VA ID photo. And that was kind of funny because you can't get on base. So you have to go to the visitor. So I go to the visitor. Now, mind you, I have my DD-214 from 1967. I have my marriage license because my name has changed since then. I mean, I have it all. Everything, birth certificate, marriage license, you name it. I keep it. I take it out of the safe and I keep it. So I had it all in there. Plus I had the paperwork from VA for my ID. And they're taking forever. And she goes, well, I need your DD-214. I said, you need my DD-214? Well, guess what? I've got it. They didn't expect me to. Then they took my paperwork and they go, are you in our system? I said, yeah, I'm in your system. It says right here, I'm in your system. Well, she took that paperwork. Took me like 20 minutes. They never couldn't, I didn't know why they were having such a problem. Because I said to them, I want to get my ID and I want to try the labs. The labs didn't work before, so I'm going to try a second time. And they took like 20 minutes, and people that had come in after me got their IDs to, their passes to get on. I couldn't. Finally, they gave me my pass. So I go straight to the VA clinic where they take the photos, and I walk up to the lady, and she goes, oh, you're Lindy. You must be the lady who wants her ID done. And I go, yeah. She goes, they called me. We don't do IDs on Mondays. And no one has ever said a word. They didn't say, oh, we don't do IDs on Mondays. Even when I'm at the front desk, she goes, because I'm going to do you, I'm not going to make you leave. She goes, you're pretty nervous. I said, well, nobody told me on Mondays. Why would you not do IDs on Mondays? So, guys, they were flipping out up there because I was coming to get an ID. And the person who was going to take the photo was saying, calm down. Just let her in. I'll take her photo. No big deal. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. We did the pickle. Yes, we did. We have, yeah. Good Redman, hi. I always wear rubber gloves. Yeah, I have the rubber gloves, yeah, when working on my solar systems. Yes, I'm so scared of those connections. I always spark. It doesn't matter. I do. My peeps, I can email you a video of my setup in the van. I'll show you from solar to inverter. No, I already have pictures of it, Jean. You don't have to do that. I actually have pictures. There's all kinds of places on the internet because I won't open it. I don't open things in my email like that. It's very, very dangerous because that's where you have the people who hatchet you, cut you. What do you do? Swat you? Not swat you. Whatever, they steal all your stuff. So I never open anything in my email that you send me that is like that. So I'm okay, Jean, but thank you so much for doing that for me. I've seen a lot of systems, but I'm just kind of, I should have put the chargers on first. That was my mistake. But I can run the inverter right now and do what I want. So yeah. We're southern central New Mexico. Everybody's saying where they're at. I'm not sure about this, but I think we need to look at my peeps. Yeah. Thanks, fan, but don't look so good. What's going on? I've lost something. I don't know how capable I am. I just keep trying. I'm too stubborn to quit, okay? Let's just put it that way. Off look, chat, pain, all, glasses. I don't understand. Oh, thank you, Mary. That's what you're doing. I couldn't figure out what you're doing. Mary's putting up everybody's channel. If you can't get back, if my hand, they go to side. I have a med port now because my blood vessels are bad. Oh, okay. Is that what you have? Yeah, they were talking about doing something up here, cutting and then going in and then closing it. But I would need a surgeon, and I don't really want to do that. I'm scared of that. Somebody's... Okay. Andrew, some people are forced into this life, but some choose it. Yeah, Vons, you're right. Some people choose it, and some people are just forced into it, and they have to figure it out. So those of us who have been doing it, and like Beth, she's starting out, so she's only been doing it since December. I've been doing it almost 5 years, so she has a different look at it than I do right now, because I've 5 years of working on it and living in it and dealing with all these little things. It's different viewpoints. So she's got good information, and then I've got good information. It's just, what do you need at the time? Oh, I'm not going to enjoy living in my car as sick as I am, but we'll soon have to. If you say you won't enjoy it, you won't. If you can turn it around and say you're going to do the best you can to make it work, you'll be better off. It's really, my peeps, a real mental transition, but you got to control that. Right now, you're in a very negative way, and it's not going to be pretty. So if you could just kind of like make it a little more positive for yourself, I think you'd be better off. Daughter bought television, not hookup cost, just to plug it in. Oh, really? Yeah, that's ridiculous. New Hampshire border. Oh, you're in a really bad weather area. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You need to get into a different area. You're gonna drive, get out of that weather. If our Social Security is taken, we're not going into Social Security. No. It's not gonna be taken, and we're not gonna lose it, and they're not gonna cut it right now. We're talking 2030, guys. Get over this fear of Social Security. They've been talking about cutting Social Security and this and that since the 70s. I've heard it from every politician. I don't listen anymore. Actions speak louder than words. Once they do it, or if they do it, then we're going on the, then we're going to deal with it. But right now, worrying about something you can't have any effect on is a waste of energy, guys. It really is. I try not to waste my energy on things I can't control, and I have no control. So I'm not going to worry about Social Security. I don't worry about it. It's going to be there. If it isn't, then and only then will I think about it and deal with it. Preparing, there is no way to prepare for it. None. So honestly, guys, we've got to be more positive than this. More positive. Yeah. I know a lot of things are happening. A lot of people are afraid. Just wait and see and deal with it and think about options. You can think about your options, but don't get so negative and so down that you're wasting your energy. We only got so much. Yeah, you got to keep electricity, Patty. I think it's great for those who want to live in their vehicles, and there could easily be user-friendly places that don't cost cities too much. Yeah. And they were talking about on the base, they have a family area where there are big RVs parked. I think they got confused when they talk about me because they said, well, maybe you can park on the base for free. You'll be in a safe place. I wanted to research it, and what I'm finding out is you really have to be an RV, not a van. And an RV is all self-contained. They can drive it off and then dump it and do I have to dump every day. I'm not an RV. I'm not an RV, and I don't think they have a place. I think they got a little confused about what they had. RVs are totally different from my van. My thumbs up button is not working. Is my internet slow, or can I ask a viewer in YouTube timeout? I don't know what you're talking about. You you can get out of the chat, hit the like button, and then go right back into the chat. So it's that easy. Rents are crazy. I was looking. Oh, yeah. But I understand there's going to be a housing collapse. We'll see. Again, we already know that I'm already living in a van. I'm dealing with it. I'm just praying for things to happen. That's all. Good things. There's Beth. We see you, Silka. Oh, Silka, I did. Did I not say hello to you? I thought I did when you first came on. I'm so sorry. But I also think it's sad that in this country, Patty, we really don't want to go there. So many are forced into, yeah, but we don't go there. I understand what you're saying, but continually talking about it instead of giving us solutions, our thoughts, let's be solutions. If you feel this way, come up with solutions for people. Let's just not talk about the negative. If we're going to just talk about the negative, let's talk about the positive. When you start talking, guys, about all this stuff, have a solution ready. Have a solution ready. Be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. Just talking about it is not good. Have a solution. Think about it, have options. I know. Cheaper for me to stay in big old 5-bedroom house. It probably is if you're paid for. You could even maybe rent out rooms, People are offering me these rooms in Tennessee or 2,000 miles away. I'm curious as to why they're not offering, surely they have somebody in Tennessee who's closer than 2,000 miles that they could offer a room to or rent a room to. Wouldn't necessarily just be me. Maybe it could be someone in their neighborhood who needs help, who needs to rent a room. So there's all kinds of people offering me rooms, but they're 2,000 miles away, and I would suggest they try and find someone in their area if they really want to give somebody a room. Hi, Stella. Okay, Vaughn, you're talking to Silka. Son-in-law here to take my garbage out, hopefully. Okay, Melody, you want that son-in-law to take it out? Good night, Melanie. Jackie, back to food. I eat pretty much chicken only. I buy it frozen, skinless, boneless. I use it for pasta. Well, yeah, I mean, that's a good way to do it. I eat chicken all the time, but I do get bored with it. I'm a hamburger person. Not steak, not any of that, but I really love hamburger and I can do a lot with hamburger. Chicken just doesn't quite have the taste as chili. Hi, Carol, how are you? You know, all this stuff is way over my head. Oh, please. Sometimes I get overwhelmed and I just kind of step back. And there, you put Carol's channel up. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. You're so nice. Linda Bishop, hi. I'm so sick of chicken. Yeah, I'm sick of chicken. I have chicken once a week. I make chicken curry, chicken casserole, chicken soup. I use the carcass and boil it. I do everything I can with chicken, but after a while, it's pretty boring. Of course, if I'm starving, it wouldn't be boring, huh? You're heading to Alaska in May, Mary? Bob Wells is going too. And he said like $500. He was going up for $500. I don't, sorry I had to drive and start work. Trying to listen. Oh, that's okay, Monica. I know you work. Zelda. Hi, Lindy. I'm 63 years old woman and I have been purchasing the smaller power station. And they run good and a jacket. Yeah, I mean, smaller power stations, I think that Blue Eddy came up with a 700 watt and it was $449. But again, $449 may be more than someone can afford. That's just plug and play. Most people, the generator is plug and play. You can go on. I'm just trying, by building my own system, I'm hoping to learn more. Yeah, Mary, how long are you going to be in Alaska? Early September. So you're going to May. You'll be there in June, July, August, September. Well, that's good. Also to learn about solar. Hi to Marley. Yeah, Marley says hi. Jackie, I just bought pork chops. First time in probably 12 years. I love pork and garlic. Yeah, I don't buy pork too much either, Jackie, because it's so... Well, I do. What am I saying? I find pork on sale. Those pork roasts on sale, and I will buy a big one and cut it all up and have like 4 or 5 pork roasts, and that'll last me 6 months. Yeah, I do like pork. I just don't buy it very often. Okay. Garlic. Yeah, pork and garlic sounds good. It does. Thanks, Jackie. Bonnie, hi. Martina, hi there. That is so dumb. Tell people up front. What? What are you talking about? I'm not sure what you're saying, Martina. I'm not sure. That was really nice of them to get you the ID on. Yeah, it really was. It really was. I wish they would have, but at the front, they should have said, hey, we don't do the ID. But this woman in the back said, oh, no, just let her. She's the one that made the decisions. I said to her I wasn't even there 5 minutes. I said, after she took the picture, I said, I want to hug you, but I better not. She goes, no, that's okay. I'm a hugger. I like to hug people. It was really nice. Yeah, it really was nice of her to do that. It really was. I really appreciated it. John, good news. Have my new plates and driver's license. Oh, I got my driver's license next month. I've got to start checking that out. Debbie, hi. Love to see you. Very interesting life. Thank you. Bonnie, hi. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Arc, hi, you just got home? I'm doing well, Arc, I am. I bread it and make it all the fixings to go with. I'm alone now, so cooking is not as exciting. No, but I just make big pots, so I don't use up a lot of butane. And then I, bag it. And then I have a lot of variety. Maybe I have spaghetti tonight, and I'll have curry tomorrow. I'll have all these little packages, meal packages, and I have a variety. I like variety. To my SUV, I think I will travel to Alaska. Well, that's a good idea. Maybe go with a group. Bob has a group going. Mary, I don't know, Mary, are you going by yourself? You driving by yourself, or are you trying to go with some other people, or what? You have to put your mind to it. Almost missed. It's okay, thanks. Yeah, but people are clouds in the Beth. People are going to learn from you because I was making your videos 5 years ago. You're helping people really start out. A lot of times, those of us who've been on the road for a lot assume a lot of things because we've been doing it so long we forget people don't know how to do it. That's the real problem. We forget that people don't know how to do it. So, yeah. I just watched a video Bob did with Debs, and when I first saw her years ago, she was really sick. Van life has changed her life, and yes, many people who are sometimes are forced and sometimes move into a vehicle, many are sick, and they get a little bit healthier, really, truly. It's very interesting. It does have a soothing effect. I have a lot less stress. It's very soothing. I love being in my van. I told you guys, when I stay at Jason's, I can't sleep in his beds. I don't sleep inside. I sleep in his garage. Well, he doesn't have a garage anymore. When he had the garage, I parked my van inside the garage. I would sleep inside my van inside the garage. I couldn't sleep in his beds. They were just too difficult for me. You just become adjusted to this quiet, solitary life. Oceans, hi, Claudia. How are you? Yes, we find peace in our own life. I don't expect anybody in the world to give me peace. I have to give that. I have to be the one that feels it and be positive and know that things will be happening, for me. I control my emotions and who I am and how I feel about me, and it's really up to us. Everybody else can it's great, the subscribers, you're this, you're that, so when I'm down, they make me feel great. But the reality is, I have to be the one happy with me and with my life. And if I'm not, no matter what anybody says, I'll never be happy. Yeah. I'm stronger now after a moment. Yeah. 2.5 years, Mary. Yeah. You kind of get stronger. I haven't seen too many people get sicker, to be honest with you. The most people I see get stronger. There was one gentleman who has a sack and I saw him. I met him a year and a half ago, and then I saw him again when I was here this last time at the park. He's doing really well. So everyone I've seen that was kind of ill at the beginning have gotten, for some reason, better. Sorry, I got her name wrong, but she's doing wonderful. Don't be afraid to step out and try something new. Yeah, never. Try something new. Take a chance. Have an adventure. I call it an adventure. To be U and E. LOL. Even though I just broke my rib. Oh, no, Mary, did you? It's a bit hard. Oh, my gosh, Mary, how did you do that? Kathleen. Hi, Kathleen. Yeah, take a chance, and you have to pray. Yeah, you have to. All these things are out of our control, so we have to acknowledge they're out of our control and be able to control what we can and be able to recognize this is something beyond my barrier. I'm not going to waste my time or get stressed about it, because that creates a lot of stress. I'm going to take care of what I can take care of, and just, I will focus on that when it hits me. Of course, that's the way I think, about everything. So who knows if I'm right or wrong. But I hope I'm strong enough to drive. You will be. Believe it will happen. It's not too bad. 4 weeks. Oh my gosh, 4 weeks. You did that after I left, Mary. I've been gone. You must have done that right away. I'm going to come out there with you guys on purpose. It's all about perception. Yes, it is. Just the planning has changed my life. Thanks to you guys. Linda, Beth. Yeah. It's just, You don't have to do it, Dee, the rest of your life. Thank you for joining. It once in a lifetime, for a month, for a week, for 3. Well, it's not worth it for a week. Okay, do it for like a month. Go cross country once in your life. Take a chance. Have the excitement. Craig, Blue Eddy, same way. Have to use their... No, I don't use Blue Eddy panels. No, sir. Blue Eddy has the MC4 connectors, and most of your standard panels have them. I have never had Blue Eddy panels. I have strictly other panels. So I have to disagree with you. The Blue Eddy that I have, nope, And I have 3 Blue Eddies, and I have never had to use Blue Eddy's panels. I had a 300 watt, a 1000 watt, and a 2000 watt. And I have used regular panels with MC4 connectors. So I don't know what you're doing, but I know what I am, and I've been doing it 5 years. So, whatever. Good evening. Who is this? I can barely see that name. Oh, that's Claudia. Oh, it's midnight, huh, Claudia? Yeah. You don't have to stick with Blue Eddies. I've never had a Blue Eddy panel. Never. And I have 3 Blue Eddies. Yeah. I'm awful strong today, aren't I? I'm very opinionated. Need to use, take care. Okay. And we're going to have to end it. Hi, John. We're going to have to. Good old hamburger helper is pretty good. Yeah, Jean. Yeah, it's not that great for you. In the Northeast, everybody's like, my minivan after being... Hope to meet you someday. Okay. Well, guys, hi, Troy. You made it. I'm doing barbecue chicken in the air fryer. Oh, let me know how that works. Okay, guys, I want to thank you so much for being here. I've been pretty opinionated today. Hi, Patty. Grilled cheese and eggs and chili, Mike. Oh, go to, but my brother has been cooking some great meals. All right. You must be with your brother, Patty. Well, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for being with me and putting up with my nonsense. Oh, Marley, come here. You have to say goodbye. Come on. So Marley's going to say goodbye, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care of yourselves, okay? I'll see you later. Well, maybe. Maybe I'll be here forever. Huh.